It's week 4 of the NFL, and we've got the Bengals rookie running back.
Your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. It's the Bengals and the Panthers, and it's coming right up.
The Bengals offense ready to get rolling again. 3-0 are they on the new season. And the one we'll be watching is this man at running back. And he was, in a word, unreal a week ago.
The game of his life is how he put it, and man, was he magnificent in that one.
Here we go, here we go.
On the ground, it's the rookie out of Florida. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
And we talked earlier in those first couple of weeks about how he fits in with this new offense. He's insisted he could be the lead guy. He just needs the carries to prove it. And he's certainly gotten some looks here early, and he's taken advantage.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. The Bengals hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish.
The Bengals offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. He's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11.
Now it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Here we go, here we go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
11 mighty, 11 mighty, 12, 12, 12. 11 MT tape, 11 MT tape, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Mike Gesicki, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead. Look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's already closing in on 100 yards for the game. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Burrow will throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Stop.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Here we go, here we go. Eleven MT.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Looking deep here for Chase. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the So here are the Bengals set to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one.
I'm one, ready?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 91 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Here we go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. The Bengals offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here.
Let's get set. Stop.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. A spin. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 10-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 57 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
On 2. Let's get set.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have a Bengals 1st down, and it's celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it. And he continues to rack up the yardage on the ground. That last run going to move him over 200 yards rushing now in this game alone.
Here we go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. With his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Bengals are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Cincinnati, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.